Hi, I'm John Appleseed. Welcome to this week's Cryptic Crossword Apprentice class. I am the apprentice here studying under the tutelage of Fraser Simpson, who creates the Weekender Cryptic every Saturday in the Globe and Mail. And you are my audience and coaches helping me along on this journey as I try and get better at cryptic crosswords. I've been doing the New York Times crossword for many, many years and pretty familiar with it, but cryptic crosswords are new to me, and I've only been working on them for a few years. So I like to do this puzzle every week. It's the same constructor. It's Canadian English, so it's a little bit easier for me as an American. I record myself and then see how I have improved over the last few years and where I need to keep working. All right, so you're welcome to join me. Please let me know in the comments if you have any tips for me, or you can just mock me. That's fine. I'll take that. All right, let's get into the puzzle. Move my head over here and I'll read the clues in this space above the grid. All right, one across is kid's dog is outside independent architectural projection. 3 and 6, so we need two words, a 3-letter word and a 6-letter word. We need to split the clue somewhere into two parts. One side will be a crossword definition, the other side will be wordplay, but we don't know which side is which or how many words are in which side. Kid could be our answer. I think architectural projection may be the answer because that's kind of an unusual phrase, so like a cantilever or something, but we need two words. Outside independent. Independent as a political party can be abbreviated by the letter I. So maybe we have an I, we have a kid's dog that is going around the letter I, and we get an architectural projection. All right, I don't know what it is. 6 across is best picture winner available in Persian or Arabic. Best picture winner. I think we might need a 5-letter film title here. Available, if you're available, you're in. Is the doctor in? Yes, the doctor is in, but that would give us in. Persian or Arabic. Nope, don't know that one. All right, 9 across, treacherous fleas jumping around. We need a 5-letter answer, so we're probably using fleas as our fodder, and jumping around is an anagram indicator. Anagram of fleas, that might be a synonym of treacherous. I think false works for that. A false friend, a treacherous friend. 10 across, small steps in sci-fi craft. Small can be abbreviated by S. I want it to be spaceship. Pace could be steps. If something is in, it's popular, or it's hip. So I think S is small. Small is abbreviated by S. Steps is your pace, or paces. There we go. That's the extra S I was trying to get. And then if something is in, it's popular, it's hip. That gives us spaceship, sci-fi craft. 11 across, Spooner's transaction attempted near the hiking path. All right, Spooner adds an extra level of difficulty to each clue where he is featured. Spooner was famous for mixing up the first letters of adjacent words or the first sounds. So there was a recent puzzle where banning Ted to Spooner ended up being tanning bed. It's that kind of thing, the B and T switch. I always have trouble figuring these out. Transaction attempted, so like a trade tried. Attempted could be tried, transaction could be sale, and then we switch that to make try sale. The hiking path could be a trail. Okay. Near the hiking path. Sale tried, trail side. Okay. Near the hiking path is on the trail side. So we start with transaction attempted. Transaction is sale. Attempted is tried. Spooner would pronounce sail tried as trail side, and that gives us our synonym for trails for near the hiking path. 12 across, he wrote verses lying next to Reagan. Is this a King Lear reference? I think Reagan was one of the daughters in the play King Lear. Or maybe not. And I think it may be spelled differently. He wrote verses. Lying, fibbing, next to Reagan. No. 13 across, grassy expanse covering fully east to west. Grassy expanse covering fully east to west. Do we have an E and a W in here somewhere? Not sure. Meadow has east and west in it. That's a grassy expanse, but it's the wrong number of letters. Unless we're taking something out. No. 15 across, collect letters only from Stoner Poet. Stoner Poet is 10 letters. Is there collect letters only? Does that tell us to remove maybe a single letter from Stoner Poet? I'm not sure about that one. Okay, 18 across, clairvoyant and each boy finally understand the rationale. Another two-word phrase, 3 and 6. Clairvoyant, a seer. Understand the rationale. Is that get or see reason or something like that? That begins with seer. Yeah, I'm not quite getting it. I think clairvoyant might be seer. Each and boy, son, finally understand the rationale. That's our definition. We split the clue after boy. Okay, so clairvoyant is a seer. Each could be abbreviated as EA, like on a price list or something. Your boy could be your son. And then we get finally understand the rationale. That is 2 words, 3 and 6. I think that fits. 19 across, gas ring comes with range. Ring could be a letter O. Are we looking for a 5-letter gas, maybe, that has O and then a 4-letter synonym of range? Not clicking there. All right, 20 across. Seats Republican authorities at home. At home is usually a synonym for in. You are in, you are at home. Republican are authorities, something in, and we get seats. 22 across, playing thorniest games for the record books, 2 and 7. For the record books. Playing could be an anagram indicator, maybe. Thorniest is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, thorniest is 9 letters. So I think we anagram thorniest, and we're getting a synonym of games for the record books. Nope, not seeing that one. What would be the 2-letter beginning? In or games for the record books? 25 across, camera-friendly iced tea excitedly describes abridged folk tale. Camera-friendly has a hyphen in it, but it's possible camera and friendly are different elements here. Camera can be SLR, friendly, lots of synonyms for friendly. Iced tea, excitedly, maybe we're anagramming iced tea, and it is going around an abridged Folktale, an abbreviated, well, folk, maybe tale is our definition. Nope. 26 across, iodine, sodium, and platinum, not suitable. I think we're using the chemical symbols here. Iodine is probably I don't know. I do know that sodium is Na, and then platinum could be PT, and inapt, not apt for not suitable. 27 across, moving back church benches. They initially cleaned the floor. Moving back can be a reversal indicator. Church benches could be pews. And then they initially is probably T. I feel like we're going to get swept here. Cleaned the floor, swept. Church benches are pews. We are moving them back. We're reversing pews. We get SWEP. Then we add they initially. The first letter of they is T, and we get swept for clean to the floor. 28 across, gold set out by bank using financial restraint. Gold is probably AU, the chemical symbol for gold. It could also be OR, used in heraldry for the color gold, comes from French. AU set out, austere, or austerity. Can we get that? That begins with AU. Austerity could be financial restraint or using financial restraint. Gold, AU, set out by bank. Set, could out be an anagram indicator? R could be a riverbank? No. I don't know. I thought I had it, but I can't quite make the wordplay work to my satisfaction. One down is suit fragment separated by iron from behind. Iron is FE. Suit or befit. Iron from behind. Maybe we are reversing iron. FE from behind. EF. A fragment is a bit, and if something suits you, it befits you. Two down, cognizant, we are lying about climbing wall. All right, climbing for a down clue, a vertical clue, means that's a reversal indicator, probably. So we have a synonym for wall that is climbing, going from the bottom of the grid to the top of the grid. Cognizant. Is it full aware, maybe? Or something aware. Self-aware? Yeah, I like that better. Just as a word. Let's see if we can make the wordplay work. Cognizant, self-aware. We are, yes, we've got the letters from we are in here. They are lying. They are lying. They are false. We are is lying about wall. Maybe it is full aware. All right, I think I'm not quite seeing it. Maybe because it's going vertically and I can't quite see the letters here. I think it's got to be wall is climbing, W-A-L-L. And then we have we are around that. We are well aware. Okay. We are is surrounding a reversed wall. Okay, well aware. Three down, large dogs thought just right. Large dogs thought just right. Large is usually a single letter L. Dogs thought. What is thought doing here? Maybe is it just the right letter of thought, the last letter of thought? No. Four down is brushes aside Caesar backing young women. Brushes aside. Caesar backing. Backing might be a reversal indicator for either Caesar or Young. Could this be Sid Caesar? Brushes aside, dismisses. Okay, young women are misses. All right, so I think this is Sid Caesar, the comedian and actor. Sid is backing, D-I-S. Young women are misses, dismisses, brushes aside. 5 down is debut of Empress wearing Marcel hairstyle. Marcel is such an unusual word that I think maybe this is a hidden debut of Empress. Is that the first letter of Empress? Wearing Marcel. Marcel Marceau, the mime? I don't see a hidden inside Marcel hairstyle that would make sense for debut of Empress. Wearing, maybe this could be the first letter of Empress, and then wearing. So atop the first letter of Empress, we get Marcel. Wearing Marcel. I only know Marcel as a given name, as in Marcel Marceau. I can't think of a hairstyle that's here. Okay, I don't know what that is. 6 down is, can neighborhood let in nasty smell? This is a 3-word phrase, 3, 4, and 2. It's probably the something something. Can could be tin, neighborhood area or ward or something. Let in nasty smell. No. And the question mark might mean we're violating that rule about dividing the clue into 2 parts, but it could also mean something else. So I don't want to read too much into the question mark. 7 down, questionnaire choice, to upset that woman. That woman is probably her. To upset, we are reversing to, it's spelling it O-T. We get other, which might be a choice on a questionnaire. 8 down, Quaker, main dish after a special. Quaker can be an aspen tree. Or Quaker is a society of friends. Friends is sometimes synonym for Quaker. Quaker main dish in the U.S. at least. Quaker Oats is a brand of oatmeal. Could a Quaker main dish be oatmeal or something? I think we have a word for main dish is coming after a, maybe. Main dish after a. And that kind of makes me think it's aspen. Quaking aspen is a kind of tree. I'm not quite getting that one. I want to make sure I look at each clue at least once, kind of by itself. So I'm going to go through all the downs. 13 down, Colleen embraces hackneyed Catholic sacrament. Hackneyed. We're looking for a synonym of hackneyed and a synonym of Colleen that is embracing it. Is there a Catholic sacrament? Last rites is a Catholic sacrament with 4 and 5 letters. Could a Colleen be an Irish lass? I think Colleen is just a generic word, or can be a generic word for a young woman in Ireland. A lass. Embracing trite. Trite is overused, or hackneyed is in a hackneyed phrase. Okay, and that gives us a Catholic sacrament of last rites. 14 down, sound of exasperation and public mistake. Sound of exasperation is a sigh. Oh, amid. Sorry, I misread that. Sound of exasperation amid public mistake. I think we have a synonym for public. We are inserting sigh or some other sound of exasperation into it, and we get a word for mistake. None of those are clicking. 16 down. Sister discards weapons. Sister discards. Sister could be a nun. discards is to chuck. Okay, so sister, none, discards, gets rid of, throws away, chucks. Whoops. Okay. Find the U key. There we go. All right. And we get nunchucks, which are weapons. 17 down. Former partner I consider free from blame. Your former partner is your ex. I can be one. Okay, so former partner, ex. I is me, or in kind of highfalutin language, you might say one is doing a crossword puzzle. I am doing a crossword puzzle. To consider is rate, and that gives us exonerate. To free from blame. All right, 21 down. Children's author left in underground workplace. Left can be abbreviated as L. I think L is in a mine, which is an underground workplace, and that gives us A. Milne, the author of the Winnie the Pooh books. 22 down. Assassin thrown in jail. Essentially, here is a hidden. All right, assassin is ninja. Look at the words thrown in jail. Their essence, the middle of them, there is a string of letters in order, Ninga. That gives us ninja for assassin. 23 down is true whiskey on rocks double. Question, the quotation marks probably don't really mean anything. Whiskey can be W on rocks. And what is double doing there? Does it begin with whiskey, a letter? Oh, I'm not sure. 24 down is hang around eating a Southeast Asian skewer. Satay is Southeast Asian skewer. Satay. Hang around. Stay. It is eating this letter A, and we get Southeast Asian skewer, satay. All right, we got quite a few crossing letters. Let's take a few more minutes and go through these, and I'll probably have to reveal a few to end the puzzle. Kid's dog is outside. Independent architectural projection. A bow window, or yeah, I think that might be an independent architectural projection or an architectural projection. Kid's dog is a bow wow. What is that, little boy? A bow wow. You may call a dog a bow wow as a child. That goes around IND, an abbreviation for independent. I was thinking independent was going to be a single letter I, but you might see END after a politician's name in Canada if they're a member of the Independent Party. Okay, I think that works. 3 down. Large dogs thought just right. Ideal is just right. Thought is an idea. Large is abbreviated as L. It dogs, it haunts or follows idea. We get just right, ideal. Debut of Empress, wearing Marcel. I think this is a hairstyle that I don't know. It is E, wearing a synonym of Marcel that I don't know. I'll probably have to reveal that one. I'll let it marinate for a minute, but that may be a reveal. Best Picture winner available in Persian or Arabic. Or might be R. Arabic could be A. Available in Persian. Is there a film that ends in ORA? There probably is, but I don't know it. Where else have we got a lot of crossing letters? Maybe here. 13 across. Grassy expanse. A lee. Covering fully east. To west. No. 20 across. Seats. Republican. Authorities. At home. Authorities at home are baseball umpires. They are the authorities at home plate. We get Republican for is R, umps, and then we get seats for is defined by rumps is our answer there. Okay, camera friendly. iced tea excitedly describes abridged folk tale. Telegenic means camera friendly. Okay, so I think we split the clue after camera friendly. Iced tea excitedly. I see we've got the letters of iced tea here. Describing, going around, a legend is a folk tale, but it is an abridged legend. We're removing the last D of legend, and we get telegenic. Okay, I do think we get sigh as the sound of exasperation. Sigh is amid public. Overt is public. Sigh is amid overt, giving us oversight, a mistake. Okay, this ends in O. There might be a word for a grassy expanse that I don't know here. Got 24 minutes on the clock. I want to get this video done in around 30 minutes. All right, we do have, for 22 across, playing thorniest games for the record books. We're anagramming thorniest, and I think it's no-hitters. Baseball games for the record books are thorniest. And this is why I like the Canadian Cryptic rather than the British one. We've got two baseball clues here, which are a lot easier for me to get than the cricket clues that show up in the London Times and Independent and Guardian, the other cryptics I've tried. Okay, no-hitters are games for the record books. That is an anagram of thorniest. Thorniest is playing. 23 down, true. Whiskey on the rocks. Double. Is it twist? No. Double is our definition. True is T. Okay, I get, yeah, like T and F on a test, you would have T and F as common abbreviation. So T is true. Whiskey is the phonetic alphabet name for W. On rocks is ice, or ice is rocks. TW is on ice, and we get twice, which means double. It's not austerity. This was exonerate, yeah. I consider rate. Austerely. It's an adverb here. So gold, set out by bank. If you bank on someone, you rely on them. On that you can rely. It's still the same old story. The fight for love and glory. So set is out. I guess we're misspelling set. A little mini anagram here. STE for set. Bank is rely on, and austerely is using financial restraint. Okay. A few more minutes, and then we'll have to start revealing things. Gas ring comes with range. Okay, this is kind of what I was thinking of. I couldn't think of ozone. That's the name of the gas I was trying to come up with. Ring is this letter O. Range is a zone, an area, and we get ozone, which is a gas. Collect letters. Only from Stoner Poet. I think we're using only the letters in Stoner Poet. Maybe we're repeating some of them. Collect. No. 12 across is he wrote verses lying next to Reagan. 6 down ends in an O. Can neighborhood let in nasty smell? And in two. We need a two-letter word at the end. To or so. Eight down is Quaker main dish after a special. Aspen tree fits for Quaker. So Quaker, I think, is our definition. Main dish, entree. After A, that's that letter A, and then SP is special. I think Arabic is this letter A, abbreviating Arabic. I think that, like the Arabic alphabet, I think it might be, I think that might work. I think this is OR, and then we just need an Oscar-winning film that is in Persian. It's probably a Persian film, Persian language film. Maybe. Nope, not clicking. He wrote verses lying next to Reagan. Is there a poet who was Ron Reagan? Lying or verses. No. Collect and grassy expanse. All right, so we've got, oh, and this one 5 down is debut of Empress wearing Marcel hairstyle. All right, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unsolved clues. I think I'm just going to have to reveal them. All right, this one, 13 across, is grassy expanse covering fully east to west. Let's reveal this and see if I can reverse engineer the wordplay. Okay, llano is a Spanish word for a plain, a grassy expanse covering fully east to west. East to west, maybe a reversal indicator. If something is covering something else fully, it is on all of it. So I think we have on all. We're writing on all from east to west. In reverse, we get llano, a grassy expanse. All right, that is one reveal. I'm going to have to reveal this one. Debut of Empress wearing Marcel hairstyle. Move my head a little bit. Reveal word. There we go. Weave. Debut of Empress. I think, is this E? Wearing Marcel. W-E-A-V. All right, I'm not understanding the wordplay there. Please, if you can help me out on that one, I'd really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments if you know what I am not understanding there. Maybe it's something outside my knowledge of hairstyles or empresses. What should I reveal here? I guess I just got to reveal all of them. Okay, what is this? I think it's the name of a film. Anora. It is a hidden, A-N-O-R-A. So Anora is the Best Picture winner, I guess. Kind of rings a bell. It is available in this string of letters, A-N-O-R-A. All right. Hiddens are kind of my biggest weakness. I often fail to look for them. So R, we need 3, 4, and 2. Can neighborhood let in nasty smell? Are able to. Can be are able to. Neighborhood area. Let is L-E-T. It is inside B-O, an abbreviation for body odor or nasty smell. So let is in B-O, and area is neighborhood. We get can, as defined by are able to. Collect letters only from stoner poet. Sonneteer. Sonneteer is the poet. I think we're looking for a word for poet that is made up of only of letters collected from stoner. I think that's how I can parse the clue. and I probably wouldn't have gotten that. This is Byron. Byron is a poet. He wrote verses, Byron. Lying, if you're near someone, you are By, and Ronald Reagan is Ron. All right, so I think I had to reveal 5, and the reveals didn't help me with any more wordplay. Okay, Byron maybe. I was thinking this was a poet who ended in R-O-N, but I was kind of thinking more Roman poets. Byron didn't come to me there. All right, I will calculate the number of reveals against the number of clues I filled in, give myself a percentage score, and put that in the title of this video. Last week I got 90%. We'll see, probably this was around 90% as well. But I hope to get a little bit better every week. Please join me on my channel every Tuesday for this Cryptic Crossword Apprentice class, and let me know in the comments about your experience with cryptic crosswords. Maybe you're an American like me and you're trying to learn them, or you mastered them and you have some hints for me, but I really appreciate it. All right, thanks, and I'll see you next time. Bye.